Now, in this video, we're going to talk about something that is super common and really stops people from getting started with their coaching business. And this is something that we need to tackle because you could be wanting to pursue this and you could be really, really good at it. But if you have this doubt, then it could stop you in your tracks and stop you from even getting started. So what is it? What am I talking about? This fear is about thinking that your life needs to be perfect. Hello everyone, you are here at the Coaching Masters channel. My name is Bonnie. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any valuable coaching content so that you can learn to coach your way to freedom. So do you need to have your life perfect? Does your life need to be 100% together in order to be a life coach? And I'm here to tell you, no, absolutely not. That is a complete myth, okay? Do not go into this thinking that you can never make a mistake, that you can never have any challenges come up, that you can not have anything that doesn't go perfectly. Because guess what? Let me tell you, that is just not life, okay? No one is ever going to have a perfect life. It doesn't exist. And I've got news for you. Your clients don't want to see you having the perfect life either, okay? We want to connect with people. We want to see that they go through challenges as well, that they understand what we are going through. So if you are thinking that you have challenges of your own and that things are still a bit messy and uncertain, then do not stress because life is a journey. There are always going to be ups and downs and twists and turns and all around. So please do not ever think that your life needs to be completely put together because that is just not the case. If you want to help others, if you're passionate about making this world a better place, if you really want to make this a career for yourself because you want the freedom that comes along with it, then you need to make it happen. You cannot let the fact that you don't have a perfect life get in the way. Now, the only thing that I will say is that you need to be working on it. So as long as you are working on making your life better, as long as you are actively engaging to be better, to make your situation better, to make your life better, then you can absolutely be a coach. If you are motivated to help others grow and you are motivated to help yourself grow, then actually coaching is the perfect job for you. So if you are even thinking about it, but you've got a little bit of that fear stopping you, then hopefully by watching this video, we can kick that fear out, we can get rid of it so that you can go into something that excites you, that you're passionate about, that you really want to pursue. Now, the great thing about coaching is you only ever have to be one step ahead. Now, this is great news because actually it just means that you need to just stay that one chapter ahead. So if everyone is on chapter 1, you just need to make sure that you've read chapter 2. If everyone's on chapter 2, you just need to make sure that you've read chapter 3. So as long as you are that step ahead of what your clients are going through, you are going to be absolutely fine. And even if something happens in your life and shit hits the fan and it gets a little crazy and you feel like you don't have your life together, actually you are completely still fine to coach because coaching is about questioning. So they are not looking for you to solve their problems. They are not looking for you to give them advice on what they should do. They are there to solve their own problems. We empower our clients to solve their problems for themselves. And so this means that we don't need to give them advice or tell them what they should do, especially if we're unsure about our own situation. And this is really, really amazing actually, because one of the benefits of being a coach is that you can actually have insights as a coach. So maybe there is something similar happening in the situation and you hear something that you're like, oh wow, maybe I should do that in my own life. Maybe that's something I should apply to my relationship or, that I should consider implementing in my own life. And we get golden nuggets as a coach all the time. It's like just the most incredible career in the world because you do just get to improve continuously. And sometimes your clients will just say the most amazing things and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, going to take that on board after. And see, the journey of working on ourselves never stops. Now, something else that is true is that your clients are never going to expect you to be perfect. Now, I want you to think of someone that is perfect in this world. Let me know if anyone comes to mind because I can't think of anyone. I don't expect anyone to be perfect. And as perfect as everyone's lives looks on social media, hopefully by now we realize that people post the good and they shy away from the bad and the ugly, right? They post the perfect Instagram filtered photo, and who knows, maybe there's a little Photoshop in there. But what we see online is never 100% reality. I know that, hopefully you know that. If not, you are learning that now, that what is presented online is supposed to be represented as our perfect selves. And a lot of the time, what is happening online may not be currently happening in reality. You know, it's funny, I have actually gotten myself in trouble with this because I have posted a story of something that potentially looked like it was happening then, but it had happened a day or two in advance, and I posted it later because, you know, I didn't post it at the time. And then someone was like, oh, I thought you said you were unwell, you couldn't hang out, and now you're out. And I was like, oh no, oh my gosh, no, I'm actually in bed, you know? So, you know, we get these perceptions all the time of like, oh my gosh, that person's out there, like living this great life, and they could be at home, stuck in bed, feeling unwell. So you're never gonna get to see that full reality, especially potentially the reality that is happening then and there. Hopefully now you see that if you don't expect anyone to be perfect, that your clients will not expect you to be perfect as well. And actually, they are really going to resonate with you if you have flaws. People like to see flaws. I can see this on Instagram, on TikTok, that a lot of people are posting these photos of them with their filtered face and then them with their unfiltered face. And they're showing, you know, this is not my reality. This is not something that is true. Same with pictures that have been photoshopped to make you look slimmer or whatever it is. People are now really trying to show that what gets posted in the world is not that 100% accurate, perfect life. I've seen videos of a model getting filtered. So you have like the before picture, and then you have the picture that's in the magazine, and they are completely different. Things are changed and bigger and smoothed and, you know, completely shifted to what the original image was. So we don't see the blemishes or things that are going on that would make these people seem relatable. And then we get these images in our head like, oh my gosh, these models and everything are just so perfect. And, you know, that's never going to be me. But if you find someone and if you connect with someone and then if you see, oh my gosh, they get it too, then it makes us feel so much more connected. We feel like we belong. We feel like we have things in common, and then this builds those connections. So people want to see your flaws because they then can connect with you on a better level, and they then feel like you understand them more and that you're not going to judge them. This helps people trust you more because then they really believe that, you know, they're not going to be judged for their imperfection. Clients want to see coaches that have been through struggles a lot of the time. They want someone who they can see has been through it and overcome it. And they want this because then they know that the coach can actually empathize with them and their struggles and that they get it. So even though the session is not about the coach and it's not about the coach's story, if the client knows because they saw something that you posted about or that you've spoken about before and they know that you've been through the same thing, they're going to want to be more open to share it with you because they realize that that is a safe space and they know that if you've overcome that, then they can overcome it too. Sharing your journey that you've been through is so powerful because it can actually really help to inspire and motivate your client. You are the proof that change is possible, that transformation is possible. And once we know something's possible, then it makes us feel like, yeah, okay, that's something that I could really achieve too. It no longer feels like this giant wall that we can't get up. It's like, okay, yeah, if you can do it, I can do it too. So embrace your imperfections. Don't act like they don't exist because we all have imperfections. Own yours. They make you who you are. I know that I can reflect back on some of my imperfections and I can just see them as huge learning and growing opportunities. And when I speak about it, and it almost gives them permission to change. It gives them permission to grow. And don't wait for the perfect time. Just like perfection doesn't exist, the perfect time doesn't exist. It is like having a baby, okay? A lot of the time there is never the right time. You're always going to have stuff on. There's always going to be stuff going on in your work. There's always going to be transitions and different things that come up. So if you want to make this a career for yourself, then the time is now. There is no better time to start than now because the sooner that you start, the sooner that you can actually start to make this a reality for yourself. And the sooner you make this a reality for yourself, the sooner that you can create change in your life and create change in the lives of others. So if this is something that you are seriously thinking about doing, just do it. because things are always going to come up. Potentially you're a relationship coach and your relationship was going really, really well, and all of a sudden something's come up and your relationship isn't going so well. This doesn't mean that you don't have the power to still help people. This doesn't mean that you don't have the power to help someone go through their own transformation or experience change. Just because something is going on with you doesn't all of a sudden mean that you can't help them through their own obstacles and struggles. We, as the coach, it is our job to remain unbiased. So we are able to mirror back to the clients what they are saying to us. So we want to give them that reflection of what they are saying and ask questions that give them the ability to figure out the problem that they're going through for themselves. Hopefully you have learned from this video that you do not have to strive for perfection. Imperfect action is a start. It is the most important thing that you can do on this journey. And that means that start when your life is imperfect too. And if you just strive to be yourself and show people the experiences that you've been through, then other people can learn from you too. And they can learn from the things that you've already been through. You are incredible just as you are. So do not be shy. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait till you are perfect. Go out there and start doing this today, because you never know the people's lives that you can really change. And if you never started this, if you never went out there, then who knows could be affected, because there are people that you know that I don't know. So my message may not get out to them, but your message will. So if you hold yourself back and don't put yourself out there and don't give the knowledge of the experiences that you've been through, then you could be giving them a disservice and you could be stopping them from their own growth, their own transformation. So it is your duty to get out there and start helping people to change their lives. Imperfection is sexy, okay? I'm gonna say it, imperfection is sexy. Nobody wants someone that's perfect anyways. You want this person that is weird, a little bit geeky, you know, whatever it is. We look for the people that make us laugh. And a lot of the time, I mean, look at your own relationships. I bet you that you got quirky things that you do that your partner does. And these are the things that can sometimes really be the biggest attractions to us. So embrace your weird, embrace your imperfect. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. And I can't wait to see you in the next video very soon.